This is Target Hunger, and so what I do here is I do HIV testing. I'll provide a service for the clients that come here for food pantry. I'm making an announcement about and talking about HIV. As I'm talking about testing, I actually walk them in the back. I provide that service for them, test them for HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis C while they're there waiting for their food pantry. And then I schedule them an appointment to come back and see me, and they come back here and talk to me again for their results.
Started working for St. Hope back in 2006. That's when I started. Now I'm a senior risk reduction specialist, so I've been with the company for going on 12 years. Now some of my favorite things of working with St. Hope is the flexibility that I have family, and they understand the work around their family too. I mean, because our family is important to all of us, and our family does come first to a lot of us. And for me, I know it always will come first. It comes first now more than it did probably when I got married, because I wasn't thinking nothing about the children. So now it really is important to me, and I'm glad that St. Hope is that kind of company that understands that. Even doing some of the staff outings that we do, because some of those things I have never did. Like paintball, I had never did before until I went to St. Hope. I'd heard about it. I had friends that did it when I was in high school and college, and they told me, you should do it, it'd be fun. I was like, look, I don't, okay. You know how to shoot a gun, right? Yeah, but so that was one of the things I guess one of the key events. And then of course, going to the games, I had never got a chance to be in a company where we got a chance to go to baseball games, go sit down to where I wasn't at the very top of the stadium. I was sitting there looking at games that, my parents, they took me all the time to the Houston Astros games. So I was a Astros fan for a very long time. Saying I work for St. Hope has made me enjoy that even more, become more of a Houstonian. Outside of doing just the regular everyday job that I do now, of course I spend time with my family. My family is the main thing I spend time with all the time. So we're always doing something together, whether it be going out to see a movie or to do other little activities that can involve the kids. In the spare time, play video games. Still that kid in the heart that want to play games all the time. So video games would be one of the things I would do on the side, away from everything, because it takes my mind away from everything that's out there. Let's say I'm a very sports enthusiastic guy. I grew up on sports. I played sports when I was young. I started off playing baseball first. Learned how to play baseball first. Then after baseball, I picked up soccer. I started playing soccer when the soccer season came around. Picked up basketball too, as I was doing all that. Played basketball for a while. Crazy thing, I didn't play that much football, but as I was around family, we played football a lot, just on the street, touch, tag, and even tackle football. So I had playing football all the time. So it was like every second there is, I was playing a different sport, even golf. Even at a young age, I was sitting there swinging golf clubs, and now getting back to it has been a tough thing ever. Want to be back to it, but gosh, it's so hard to get back to some of that stuff. Well, I've never played on a golf course. The closest I've come to a golf course is a driving range. This park, I take my kids here because they love to be outside. They love going outside, love to play outside. My son, he always wants to go see the neutral rats. He wants to go see the neutral rat. He got to see it before we leave out. If he's not seeing it before we leave out, it's one of the first things we got to go see if we can find one. So I'm on a mission to look and see if I can find it. If I can't find it, then he's okay with that. But then we'll wind up going back and playing on slides and swings until wee hours of the night, almost till it gets dark outside. William is 5, so he's 5 years old, and then Camille is 2. William just made 5 years old last week, so his 5-year-old birthday was last week. My wife, we've been married for going on 13 years. My main goal, I know, is to reduce somebody's risk when it comes to HIV. To reduce it, or if not, prevent them from getting infected. That is my main goal. My main job is to do that, and that is what I try to focus on mostly all the time, is try to focus on that person, try to meet them where they are, really. Try to talk to that person and let them know, hey, look, this is what's out there for you. These are the services that we provide, but on top of that, I try to make sure I make that person, I do it as so I can do it as personal as I can, So one-on-one with me and that person is a lot like just talking to somebody for me. But some people, I can't change them. I can't change them unless they want to change. And I've tried to change people, and I realize you can't. You can't really change that person. They have to want that change and choice. And once they make the decision, the choice to make that change, you see a whole lot of different in them. And I've seen it change somebody's life from the negative to the positive. I've seen it affect how they feel about it, and it always will be something I know I can kind of lean back on and say, yeah, that's what I did, and I know my impact on doing it.
At St. Hope, you're more than just a number.